If you want to be part of that 1%, which I know all of you want to be, I'm sorry to say, you got to throw that balance shit in the wind. The only way you can do it is if you go all the way in and talk to your family and say, I'll be home, but not today.
But it's you. The major key to your reaching your dream, your living up to your greatness, your making your contribution is you.
I just remind myself, this is where most people stop, and this is why they don't win. Building a business is hard. Hard feels shitty. This is what hard feels like, and this is why most people can't do it, but you can.
Do you want to sit down and go back to that guy you once were? No. So this is what it takes. It takes that misunderstanding of people, and they'll never get it because they were never David Goggins. So that is what it takes for me to do what I do. It may take you something differently. So for me, everything has to be in the study. Everything has to be into this. Everything has to be, and everywhere I am, it has to be there. Me, focused where I am.
You have to take the time and decide what you want. And most people don't take the time to even do that, to define the goal and to determine whether or not the thing that you want even is a goal. Decide what you want.
It isn't a quick path, and there are no shortcuts. And meditation won't get you there, and neither will a miracle drug or an organic supplement or some superfood. Getting better isn't a hack or a trick or a one change that you need to make.
When you in your grinding stage, like, that hunger is different. It's about if you can maintain it or not. Like, that hunger that you get is like a different type of, like, I don't know what it is. Like, all I wanted to do was just work. So once you get that in you, like, it's just like you can't stop.
People struggle a lot with the concept that something can be both painful and empowering. This hurts, therefore it's bad. Taking full accountability for life with all of the deficiencies that you have may be the most painful thing that you do when you look at yourself in the mirror and say, this is my fault. But in saying, this is my fault, those are also the first two steps of progress, because it's my fault, not anyone else's, which means it's my responsibility and my action that can change that. And I think that marrying short-term pain with long-term progress is one of the first connections that most people who are on that path have to make.
How does that translate? My mind doesn't think I can do it. I'm severely underestimating my strength that I can't pick this can up. But when I get to the gym, I need to overpower my mind and just do it. I need to understand that I still have the muscle, I still have the strength. I'm just being this lazy little bitch right now. And I need to pick up that weight and do it and overpower it. And sometimes when you're getting in there and you're overthinking and all these things come in too much of, like, I have to do this, and this, I have to do 4 second negative. Oh my God, that's going to be so hard. I should drop the weight. Then, like, no, just fucking get in there, know what you can do, bust your ass and get out of there. Yeah. Sometimes overthinking it holds you back.
Be the guy who embraces the ugly, the miserable. Be the guy who embraces hard work, the grind. Don't be afraid of being hurt. Don't be afraid of sacrificing some blood.
It is what it is, man. Be you, unapologetically, and as you are correcting or fixing or evolving in you, understand that you got a dope thing to look back at, and that's the old you versus the new attempt in who you are trying to be.
Realize that opportunity comes to them, but they have to work for it. They can't just expect it to come to them. You've got to work for it. When you're working hard at something, what luck is, people say, yeah, you were lucky. But luck is when preparation meets opportunity.
So but she did this, and well, what an opportunity you have. Yeah, well, the world, because they said this and Shannon said that. Yeah, well, what an opportunity you have to make a difference. Because you never know who's watching. But more importantly, you shouldn't do it to be seen. Pray about it. Whatever it is you're committed to, fight for it. What did you say? Fear is nothing but contaminated faith.
That's right.
Fear is nothing but contaminated faith.
I'm saying to you, it's possible you've got some talents, some ideas in you, your ability to do some stuff that you haven't even discovered yet. And I'm suggesting that it's necessary that you get outside of your comfort zone.
Because the fact is this, you can change your life by making a choice to change it. Instead of staying locked in that bank vault of your mind, spinning yourself into a hurricane, do something different. Instead of waking up every single morning and complaining to yourself, making yourself feel wrong, oh, I drank too much again last night, choose to stop drinking. Like, enough. Instead of complaining about how your friends are annoying you, choose to stop hanging out with people who are insecure or petty or small-minded. Instead of complaining about your weight, do something about it.
Themselves. See, you want to have a backup plan. You want to have other strategies for yourself. In case this doesn't work out, you got something else going over here. You don't want to ever put yourself in a situation where you have a limited vision and you're only using a limited amount of your talents, of your skills, and of your abilities.
People get frustrated not achieving what they want because they assume that they're going to jump across a cavern in one leap. But if you picture your goals like you're trying to build a bridge across that crevice, and every brick that you put on that bridge is progress, and each one of those bricks represents a skill that you need to learn along the way. It just takes all the way until you get to the other side that you can actually walk across. And so the walking across is the outcome. It's the external perceived achievement. But if you can reframe your progress as, what are the 100 things on this checklist? What are the 100 skills that I need, the micro skills that I need? Then you can have much faster feedback cycles of wins that you're achieving along the way.
Chess is a fantastic game because in the game of chess, there's no luck. If you lose, no matter how well you played, if you lose, at some point you made a mistake. Even if it's the most minor mistake, you made a mistake. So you learn to understand that no matter what happens to you, if you lose a scenario, you made a mistake. Maybe it's a tiny one, maybe it was 2 years ago, whatever, but you made a mistake, and you learn absolute and utter accountability for yourself.
If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. Complain, point at your circumstances, give up your power, blame the government, blame the economy. If you do what is easy, your life will be hard. But if you do what is hard, your life will be easy.
I knew what I wanted, and I never really fell for this thing of what the people expect me to do. So I create my vision, and when everyone says it's impossible, I go after it with vengeance. It's like I go all out, 100%, and it gives me joy. And it is, what is great about it is that every time that you accomplish something really big, you see and become aware of other things that are new challenges that you didn't even think about.
Yes.
Learn self-love. You know, no, I don't care how great you are, how much you succeed, without self-love, you're nothing. Because self-love is discipline. And discipline is doing what you hate to do, but do it like you love it. You have to know who you are first. Okay. First, if you know who you are, it depends if you want to be flattered. You know, it's up to you. You know, everybody knows, you know, I know who I am. People say they're great all the time, you're this, you're that. Whatever they say, I know who I am, you know. And that's who I am. I flatter a lot of people. Yeah, I can't say that. Yeah, I do flatter a lot of people.
You got to get rich in your mind, okay? For me, that always starts with, what am I willing to give up? I can't just add stuff. If my mind is a garden, okay, and there's trees and bushes and flowers and weeds and fertilizers, and there's all this stuff in my mind, my garden, the first thing I might want to do before I start planting new stuff, take some of the stuff out of my garden. I need to make some space. I have to give up something.
Go out together. Really? I'll drink with you, right? But the next morning, I'm banging on your door at 5 in the morning. Let's go.
They're not getting.
Where are we going? I'll hang out with you. Now you come hang out with me. Wow. This is what we do, all right? Let's go. And we're at the gym, we're working out, right? We hit the bus, we go to practice, we play that night.
And they're dead.
They're like, oh, lesson learned.
Really?
Lesson learned.
Take them out once.
Listen, if you're gonna do that. But don't let that compromise what we're here to do.
Right.
This is why we're here. This is why you're here in the first place.
Yeah.
Right?
And if we're going to win a championship, we have to have that championship mentality.
That's it.
And work ethic.
That's it. So you got to show them, no, Cole can do that and still has the energy to get up and do this. So either I got to meet that same energy or I got to keep my butt.
Go to bed early, yeah.
Make a choice. Like, you just decide what it's going to be, who you're going to be, how you're going to do it. Just decide. I want to represent possibilities. I want to represent the idea that you really can make what you want.
Like, the number one thing is start. You never have it all figured out. It's never the right time. You never have enough experience. But if you let that slow you down until it's the right time and the right experience, come on, man, the world's so fat.
What are you scared of? Like what? Your dad's gonna be like, I told you you're a loser? Or like your girl's like, I can never trust you, I can never marry you? Like what? It is like what? Like tell me the thing, like what? Like what? This is why I'm petrified of fucking 8th place trophies. If you grow up where everybody gets an 8th place trophy, you're actually scared of losing, and then you're fucked because losing is real. I swear on my fucking kid's health, I'm obsessed with losing. I fucking love losing. I love losing because I know exactly what you're thinking about my loss, and I can't wait to stick it in your fucking face when I come back.
Right? You're not seeing your capacity in the world accurately. What if things were going to go better than you assumed? What if things weren't always going to be a catastrophe? What if you didn't need to grip and concern and worry and cloy and be desperate and needy? What if you didn't need to do that? What if it was going to go well because you're talented and fundamentally the world ends up giving people what they deserve over a long enough time horizon? And yeah, the confidence thing, the speed limiter on the system is a big deal, and you should view it like an enemy. You should view it like something that is fighting against you to stop you from achieving the things that you want, and treat it with the requisite respect.
And I was saying that not everything that we calculate will always land, but everything about what I did landed, because my version of hitting the reset button is when I get away from everything and everybody. That may make some people sad and depressed, but when I get to be alone is when I am at my best. Because I felt like if my life went from a 30-second commercial to almost 30 years of some type of a career, I'm trying to figure out, like, what else do you have in mind for me? What else are we going? What else happens from here?
One of the most important factors in being successful in life is thinking outside the box. Now, a lot of people trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives, what they want to become, what kind of job they want to get. And talking to people, I realize this happens all the time, is the most important thing to think about is longevity, the future. So if you decide to take this road, where is that road going to take you? How far along can you keep going down that road? Or does the road end?
Personal and professional development. In the 21st century, as Peter Drucker says, knowledge and skill are the keys to the 21st century. And the only thing that will be relevant, the only skill that will be relevant in the 21st century is the ability to learn new skills. Because virtually everything you know is becoming obsolete at a rapid rate. Stephen Covey says that your current knowledge base has a half-life of 2 years, which means that half of everything you know will be irrelevant within 2 years. And 2 years from now, half more. So if you're not continually learning and upgrading your knowledge and skills, you're not staying in the same place. As Pat Riley says, the basketball coach says, you're not getting better, you're getting worse. If you're not constantly learning, you're actually falling behind. Read in your field 30 to 60 minutes each day. In other words, turn off the television, turn off the radio, put aside the newspaper, and just read in your field. The very best places to read, by the way, are books. Read books, the best-selling books written by the most successful people in your field, because books contain a wealth of riches that can enable you to function at a far higher level, to get much better results than you could before. So read 30 to 60 minutes a day. I've had people tell me, countless people over the years, that reading an hour a day has doubled and tripled their income within a year.